Hey everybody, Stevie here from Never Too Late to Travel. This morning the other side of Pattaya in the famous Nong Nooch Gardens, and just started our walk around with the family who happen to be on holiday. Absolutely fantastic changes here in the Orchid Gardens over the last 10 years since I was last here, and it's a really pleasure to be here. So follow us along with the tour, and I just hope you find it as interesting as I currently am, and let's see if we can find something interesting for everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. I could purposely do with a few more subscribers for the amount of content that I'm putting out, but obviously it's up for you to decide. So with that, let's get started, let's continue the tour, and let's find something really interesting for you. Well, after my brief introduction to Nong Nooch, I've decided to come back here at the ticket barriers and start the tour from here. Now, I believe that this site is so big that we're going to be unable to cover the whole of Nong Nooch in less than an hour. So what I intend to do is to split the video into two parts. So we'll start here at the Cactus garden, and unfortunately, although the cactuses are absolutely stunning to view, they are playing 1950s 60s music in the background, so we'll have to take that out and try and fill it in with something suitable that's not going to hit us with a copyright issue. Absolutely fantastic selection and view of cactuses. It seems to go on forever and ever. But I can assure you, Nong Nooch is not just about plants and forests and such like. There is an awful lot to see here, and I'm sure that if you visit you will not be disappointed in any shape or form. Later on during the tour we will be taking the little trolley bus to see the places that are a little bit far out. Save a little bit on shoe leather. And here they have some fantastic dinosaurs and other prehistoric animal exhibitions. Really beautifully done and very well placed. In addition to the gardens and the grounds, there are a couple of cultural shows that you can go to, and also includes an elephant show. Should you require to ride on the back of an elephant, that's also available to you. Map here of the area, and I'm sure that you can appreciate just the extent of this place. It is absolutely huge. There are some absolutely fantastic plants here, and the upkeep of them must be tremendous. Many of the children that are out and about with their parents are absolutely fascinated with the dinosaurs, and can't get enough pictures of them. And an exhibit like this, just made out of old plant pots, is absolutely fabulous. It really is well done. This area here is probably only 2% of Nong Nooch Orchid Gardens, so if you total all this area up with what we haven't seen yet, it is absolutely a huge place. My family there having a stroll round, can't believe the size of this place. Wife taking care of them. And just going up steps here, this leads to the gardens in the sky. Not only have we got a fantastic selection of plants and orchids, we have a great view of everything that's below us. Sadly, we won't be able to spend a great deal of time in each area, but hopefully what I show you will give you some incentive to come and visit yourself, and I can assure you, you will be far from disappointed in this place. I love these hanging plants. I'm led to believe that there is no soil involved in the growing of them. They just get their substance from the air and water, which in itself is quite fascinating. As you can see, we're quite high up here. If you look down and see the people below, they look like little ants walking around. My wife did ask the question of how many staff actually work at Nong Nooch, and she was given a figure of over 3,000, and that doesn't surprise me in the least. The upkeep and the care of the plants and all the other exhibits, it must be a tremendous amount of hard work. Very, very labour consuming. Fantastic panda there. I was last here at Nong Nooch well over 10 years ago, and although I thought it at the time to be a very, very large place, it's nothing in comparison with what I'm seeing today. This is expanded tremendously. They have a lot more exhibits, and they have a lot more plants. All the exhibits have little nameplates. If you look around, you'll find out what they're meant to represent. Also in Nong Nooch here, they have a large number of elephants. Dotted around the whole of the site, you'll find little cafes and little restaurants that you can stop and get a drink and a snack should you wish. Wife there very happy to see all the plants. There's a nice garden area there below, which you can just see there to the left. We are going to make our way down there and have a look around that area, and then maybe we'll get the tram to go out to the more distant places and take a look at those also. More terracotta figures. I saw a few people taking selfies and pictures in front of them. Must create a stunning background, to be honest. And of course the gorillas are always a favourite. The children like to take pictures with them. Probably imagine them to be King Kong or something. There's a great selection here of prehistoric animals, very well modelled, very well defined, and very colourful. To be honest, Nong Nooch is in a world class of specialist gardens. You don't find many places as spectacular as this. And amongst the plants and the gardens you will find a number of conference halls and facilities, which I presume that should you be a company entity, you would be able to rent out at some reasonable rates. What a fantastic venue to have a convention in. More terracotta ware there, makes stunning backgrounds. Previously I wouldn't have imagined just how stunning it could be. Another fantastic area, both of terracotta and small plants, and little miniature houses and figures. I would imagine that the average visitor would probably take 200 or 300 pictures here in a day. It may seem an awful lot to most people, but there is so much to see. fantastic backdrop there of hearts. There are quite a number of these mosaic art pictures scattered around the place, and all of them are absolutely stunning. You can see the difference in the design, but in this area the colours seem to be largely the same. And here we have Indian cuisine in hall number 3. Surprising to see that, so I presume that they do Indian restaurant food. And as we head out into this open space and leave the gardens behind, very beautiful place in front of us with different aspects that probably attract children's attention. And also in this area is a few snack bars and small restaurants, and later we'll take the opportunity to stop for 5 minutes and get a drink or two. I do remember these gardens from years ago, but I can't remember them being as big as what they are currently, and they seem to have installed a lot more attractions within this particular area, and also a water feature in the background there. Oh, my wife there sitting having a drink. She's probably reached it about 20 minutes ago, so we will join her and have a drink shortly. Family also in attendance. They're really enjoying their time here in Thailand. They're here for 3 weeks, and we'll be taking them up to Chiang Mai. We've also taken them to Koh Kud, and they're really enjoying themselves here in Thailand, although they're finding it a little bit hot compared to the weather in England at the moment. Again, yet another fantastic area to walk through. I love the monkeys and the gorilla models. I think they're fascinating. Some of the expressions that the modelers have built into each one is tremendous. Really amusing and funny. And also the donkeys here, or asses, or whatever they should be. Fantastic. Again, looking forward, you can see more extent of the grounds here at Nong Nooch. When I'm videoing, I don't like to just take a brief selection here and piece it all together very quickly. There are some disabled viewers who really would like to see as much as they can of particular places, and my argument against that is that if you find the video too long, you can always cut and fast forward. If you have children, makes for a fantastic day out for them with the amount of models and elephants around the gardens. But I would think you'd have to put them on the trolley bus, a little tour vehicle, to actually get round all of the site. So, having covered this small area, I think we'll just have a quick walk across here towards the elephant camp, and then take time to have a drink, and then I'll try to cover the rest of the grounds in a second video. People here making their way down to the elephant show, which happens every couple of hours, I believe. And magnificent elephant here with two great tusks. Four or five monks there standing in front of the elephant for a picture, and he actually raises his trunk and makes a little tune for them. Fantastic elephant, really big, and obviously there to provide entertainment for visiting tourists, which in itself is quite sad. I'm a firm believer that all wild animals should be in the jungle or wherever they're meant to be. And here we have a board that tells you a little bit about the gardens that can be found here in Nong Nooch. For example, we have the Pottery Garden, Animal Kingdom, Palms of the World, Stonehenge, we have French Gardens, Stone Forest, and we have a great garden of the Royal Pavilion, and we have the bonsai gardens. And that is just a small selection of what is available here. Hopefully we'll visit a few of these when we get the tram or trolley bus to go around the rest of the grounds. There's one of the trolley buses that take tourists around the grounds, and I'm pleased to tell people that have disabilities they do have a ramp on the back for wheelchair access, so getting onto the vehicle is not a problem if you have a severe disability, and that was great to see, absolutely fantastic, because so many of the venues in Thailand here absolutely wonderful to go and visit, but no access for people with disabilities. So I'm glad to report that Nong Nooch have really made an effort to cater for those less mobile. To the right here, although you can't particularly see it, there is a large place where you can sit and eat, large restaurant area. and we'll have a slow walk to the rear here, and you'll find the elephant enclosure. And a fantastic garden here with different structures. I presume they're in respect of Buddha, but I'm not entirely sure. They certainly don't look like spirit houses, and they might be reflective of other items that you'd find throughout the world. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. So here we have a large selection of elephants that provide rides for tourists around Nong Nooch. And with that, it's time to go and get a drink, and I think we'll conclude part 1 of this video, and I hope that you find it interesting enough to look for part 2, because there is an awful lot more to see. So take care, my friends, and hopefully you'll join me for the second half of this extra long video. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. It certainly helps my channel when people do that, and I hope you find the content interesting.